Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. We're going to unpack an ancient philosophical text that literally flips our entire human-centric worldview upside down. We're looking at excerpts from the Siddha Vedam, and if you think you know what it means to be human or what actually separates us from the animal kingdom, well, you might want to buckle up. We are in for a major paradigm shift.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be hitting 6 key areas. 1. Are humans really superior? 2. The true meaning of human. 3. One jiva, many houses. 4. Rethinking male and female. 5. The metaphysics of birth. And finally, number 6, the path to liberation. Let's get started.
Section 1. Are humans really superior?
We're going to start by popping the human ego right out of the gate. We absolutely love to boast that we're the apex of intelligence. We build the cities. We have the complex languages, right? But this text boldly argues the exact opposite. It claims that it is actually the animals who possess a specialized, superior understanding.
The teacher's logic here is honestly pretty compelling. Think about it. We capture wild animals, like elephants or lions, we teach them in our language, and they actually learn and obey. Yet we've lived alongside animals for millennia and still have absolutely no clue how to understand theirs. And get this, if you leave a cow out in the pitch-dark wilderness miles from home, it just relies on its internal sense and finds its way back to the shed. But drop a human in an unfamiliar city, we are completely lost without asking for directions or pulling out our GPS. The text argues this is because animals keep their life energy in perfect rhythm and harmony, while ours is endlessly scattered.
Section 2. The true meaning of human.
So, if animals have this superior internal harmony, what does it actually take to be considered human? According to the text, you aren't just born human. Actually, scratch that. You have to earn it. You only become a true human, a manusya, when you do mananam. This means filtering out the noise, contemplating reality, and focusing your life energy entirely inward. A true human stops scattering their energy on noisy, worldly attachments, like obsessing over my property or my status. Think about how relevant that is today with our endless digital distractions. To be human is to tune out that chaotic noise and merge your mind with what is eternal.
On the flip side, if we just let our energy blast outward into all those loud attachments, we fall into what the text calls mriga buddhi, or the perception of the beast. It uses this beautiful optical illusion metaphor. Imagine walking through a blazing hot desert and seeing a mirage of water. We chase these worldly attachments thinking they're real, but they aren't. And the text says anyone living in this state of illusion is basically just a beast, regardless of whether they happen to walk on 2 legs.
Section 3. One jiva, many houses.
Now this next concept is huge because it totally levels the playing field of all creation. The text insists there is no such thing as a superior human soul or an inferior animal soul. There is only one divine energy, one jiva, experiencing the world. It resides equally in the hearts of absolutely all living beings. Think of it like this. Physical bodies are just different-sized houses. The text compares a human body to an 8-story palace, a beast's body to a 4-story palace, and an ant's body to a humble mud hut. But here is the critical takeaway. The exact same jiva lives inside all of them. The physical house does not dictate the quality of the resident inside. I mean, look at tiny ants. They possess incredible physical strength to carry multiple times their weight and have this immense social foresight that we humans can't even come close to replicating. To really drive this home, the text offers a pretty harsh critique of human family dynamics. Look at the harmony of birds. They diligently build nests, selflessly raise their chicks, and then cheerfully let them go the second they can fly. It's a beautiful, natural detachment. Contrast that with human parents who foolishly cling to their grown children, feeding them unwholesome habits out of blind ego and chaotic anxiety well into old age. We could definitely learn a thing or two from the birds here.
Section 4. Rethinking, male and female.
Let's look at a fascinating cosmic redefinition of gender, which in this framework has absolutely nothing to do with physical bodies. The text redefines Purusha, usually translated as male, as a state of being. Think of being inside your house with the doors and windows completely closed. You are resting entirely within. That is Purusha. It's the state where your life energy rests calmly and perfectly contained inside, without leaking out into the world. This inward resting energy is the Father.
Conversely, if you open the door and step out onto the porch to look at the outside world, that outward flow of energy becomes Shakti, or Stri, Mother Nature. When the jiva wakes up and vibrates outward, it becomes the mind. So the entire physical world we experience is actually born from this outward-flowing, creative, feminine energy. It's a profound shift. True gender here is all about the direction of your cosmic energy. Inward is the father, outward is the mother.
Section 5. The metaphysics of birth.
So how does all this vast cosmic energy translate into the literal mechanics of conception? The text uses a classic seed and soil analogy. It argues that a field doesn't create the crop, it just cultivates the seed planted in it. Similarly, the physical act merely prepares the soil of the womb, but it is the vital fluid, the seed, containing the concentrated energy of the Purusha that actually dictates the birth.
But how do babies get their specific appearances? The text introduces a really striking concept here. Mental imagery dictates physical form. It uses an incredibly wild example to prove this, so just hear me out. It claims that if you place a beautiful stallion in front of a female horse, blindfold her, and then have a donkey mate with her, the female horse will mentally fixate on the image of the stallion. Because her mind is absorbed in that imagery, it reflects into the vital fluid, and the offspring will actually take the physical form of the stallion. Form, they argue, is entirely dictated by thought.
The text even dives into the ancient biology of why males and females feel physically different. It asserts that female offspring result from vital fluids mixing in a specific way with distinct female secretions. This makes the resulting fluid thick, which the text claims causes the physical softness of the female body. By contrast, male vital fluid forms together, making it thin and loose, resulting in rougher skin. It's definitely a fascinating look at how ancient philosophy tried to explain biological variance through fluid mechanics and cosmic energy.
Section 6. The Path to Liberation.
All of this brings us to the ultimate goal. How do we use this profound knowledge to escape the illusion? To achieve liberation, we have to practice rasavatham. Basically, this is the ultimate inner work. You have to take all that scattered life energy, the energy we waste on mirages, anxieties, and external attachments, and deliberately store it deeply inward. By perfectly containing this energy inside, we finally elevate ourselves from beasts to true human beings. This text really demands that we look at ourselves with brutal honesty. We might build our 8-story palaces and pat ourselves on the back for our intelligence, but our minds are scattered and our energy leaks into the mirages of the world. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you going to keep scattering your energy like a beast chasing an illusion in the desert? Or are you ready to gather it inward, master your own mind, and finally do the work required to become truly human?